صفير البلبل هيج قلبي الثمل الماء والزهر مع زار لحظ المقل وأنت يا سيد لي وسيدي ومولى لي فكم تيمني غزيل عقيقلي قطفت.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Bello Masur by name and I will be taking you mathematics today. The topic for today's lesson is highest common factor. This is something we're very familiar with, and actually we've solved something of this nature in school. But this is just like a recap. Try to solve it and to remind us on how to do it the more. Now, the highest common factor of two numbers is the highest whole number, which is a factor of both. We're having two different numbers, then we'll try to find their factors, and then we look into the highest of those factors. We know what factors are. Factors are whole numbers which we can multiply together to get another number. For instance, you are having 4 multiplied by 5. This is going to give us what? 20. These two are what? Factors of 20. Take note, we are having a lot of factor for 20. I hope you understand that. Also, any two number that you can multiply successfully to get what? 20 is also the factor of 20. For instance, 2 times 10 will also give us what? 20. This 2 is a factor and this 10 is also a factor. But today, our major concern is to what? Learn how to solve what? Highest common factor. So these are some of the examples we have here. They say find the highest common factors of the following number. The first one is what? 20 and 30. Let's try to solve these and see how we're going to end up doing this. Now, so we have here, hey, we're picking the one of 20 and what? And 30. So all we need to do is what? Find the factors of 20 and that of 30 and try to what? Check which one is more common among the two. So the first thing we do is what? Break this down into this manner. You have your 20 and you have your 30 in this manner. So, you know, as you all know in school, you start what? Your division from what? The lowest number, which is what? 2. When 2 cannot go, you go to the next number until you're done dividing everything. I hope you understand. We all know what this is. So what do? We start with 2. Can 2 go in 20? That's the question. Yes. So when you divide 20 into 2, it will give us what? 10. Okay. Now, can 2 go in 10? Yes. It will give us what? 5. Now, the question is, can 2 go in 5? No. Can 3 go in 5 without any remainder? No. Can 4 go in 5? No. The next number that will go in 5 is what? 5 itself. So 5 can go in 5, which is 1. We are done with this part, which we are having 2 times 2 times 5. Now, let's do the same thing to that of 30. The question is, can 2 go in 30? Yeah, it can. Yeah, this will give us what? 30 divided by 2 will give us what? 15. Excellent. Now, we're having 15 here. Can 2 go in 15 without any remainder? I'm very sure you said no. So let's take the next one, which is what? 3. Can 3 go in 15 without any remainder? Yes. So we have our 3 this way. 3 divided by 15 will give us what? 5. Now, what number can go in 5? Can 2 go? No. Can 3 go? No. Can 4 go? No. Then let's go for 5. Now, 5 to 5 will give us what? 1. We are left with what? 2 times 3 times 5. Now, remember from our definition, we said what? The highest common factor of two numbers is the highest whole number, which is factor of both. We are going to compare these two numbers and then we check which number are common in these two places and we try to use it as our HCF. So here we're having 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, and here we're having 2 multiplied by 3 and multiplied by 5. Now 2 is here, we're having 2 here. Can you see it? We're having 2 here, we're having 2 here. So this is one of our factors. Now we're having 2 here, we're having 3 here. Do we pick that? No. So we'll go to the next one, which is what? 5 and 5. Now what you're going to do to know your highest, these are what? The common factor, but not the highest common factor. So to get the highest common factor, all you need to do is what? Multiply the two together. You pick one of these and one of these. 2 times 5 will give us what? 10. And this is how to get your what? Highest common factor. I hope you understand. Now from beginning, we have what? A question where they ask us to find the highest common factor of 20 and 30. This is something you have done before. When you're asked to what? Break down 20, find out the factors. We know that the factor of what? 20 is 2 and 5. If a number repeats itself, you just pick 1. I hope you understand that. Now we're having 2, 2, 5. We brought it down here. We did the same thing to 30 and we brought it down here. Now what we do is we check the common factors between the two and we multiply them together to give us our highest common factor. And you notice that when you divide 20 by 10, it's going to give you a number without remainder, and when you divide 30 divided by 10, it's going to give you a number without remainder. This is what? Highest common factor. Let's pick another example and try to solve. Now the second example is we are asked to solve what? Find the HCF of 32 and 40. And please, whenever I said HCF, it's the same thing what? As highest common factor. So let's find the HCF of what? 32 and 40. And 40. Exactly. So we're going to solve it the same way we solved the first one. So what do we do? Try to tabulate it this way. We have 32 here and we have 40 here. I hope you understand. Now, looking at this number, can 2 go in 32? Definitely. But let me teach you a trick on how to what? Divide a number using a little trick. Now, let's go. We have 2 here. Is that not so? Now, 2 can go in 3. But the problem is we have what? A remainder. Is that not so? It's not a problem. Now, how many times will 2 go in 3? It will go only one time. Remember what? 1. So we have our 1 here. Remember what? 1. Just add that 1 at the front of this to make it what? 12. Now, can 2 go in 12? That's the question. Yes, 2 can go in 12. How many times? 6 times. And that's good. We have it this way. Is that not so? Now, the next question is, can 2 go in 16? Yes, it can. So we have our 2 here in 16, which will give us what? 8. I hope you know what I'm doing. 16 divided by 2 will give us what? 8. 32 divided by 2 will give us what? 16. Now the next one is what? Can 2 go in 8? Yes, it can. 2 can go in 8. How many times? 4 times. Then we have our 4 this way. I hope you understand. Now, can 2 go in 4? That's the next question. Yes, it can. Then 4 divided by 2 will give us what? 2. That's excellent. Now the next question is, can 2 go in 2? Yes, it can. Then 2 divided by 2 will give us what? 1. When you have 1 here, you leave it that way because that's the end of these factors. I hope you understand. Now let's try to do the same thing to what? 40. Can 2 go in 40? Definitely. Is that not so? 40 divided by 2 will give us what? 20. Is that not so? Now can 2 go in what? 20? Yes. Then we have what? 10. 20 divided by 2 will give us 10. Can 2 go in 10? Yes. Then here we have 10 divided by 2, which is what? 5. Now can 2 go in 5? That's the question. No. So can 3 go in 5? No. The next number definitely will be what? 5. So we have our 5. Remember, if you're solving questions of this nature, anytime you come across a prime number, all you need to do is just divide it, because prime numbers are numbers that can be divided by themselves and 1. So whenever you see a prime number, don't worry yourself trying to check if 2 can go 3. No, just divide. If you're having 17, 17 can only divide 17. If you're having 19, 19 can divide 19. And if you're having 5, 5 can divide 5 alone. So we have 1 here. Now let's try to bring them out. We have 2 multiplied by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Times 2, times 2, times 2. Remember, this is for what? 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go to the other one where we're having 2, 2, 2, 5. We're having 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Exactly. And this is for what? 40. I hope you understand. Remember, anytime you solve something of this nature and you multiply the whole of this number, it did not give you what? The final answer. It means you're wrong. 2 multiplied by 2 will give you 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 24, and times 2 will give us what? 32. So when you multiply them together and it did not give you that answer, it means something is wrong with your division. Now let's try to check the common factors. Now we're looking for what? The common factors of what? Of 32 and 40, which are what? We have 1 here, 2 here, we have 3. Do we have any other 2? No. 5? No. So our common factor is 2 times 2 times 2. These are our what? Our common factors. And now let's find the HCF by multiplying everything there, which is what? 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. And 4 times 2 will give us what? 8. Meaning the common factor of these two is what? 8. I hope you understand. Now please, I will leave this third one for you to just work on and try to see how best you understood this work. Thank you very much.
ولم تر في الباقين ما يصنع الدهر كأنك